Well, I may be super, but I am no hero. And yeah, technically this is a murder.
You know him, you love him, and you see him in your boldest dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, meet the magnificent Deadpool who survives in any circumstances, unless there are cows. Why Deadpool says what he says, why he breaks the fourth wall.
Cleaning discounts, lucrative film deals, both origin stories and larger ensemble team movies. Con, they're all lame-ass teachers' pets.
How the love of fans brings superheroes back to life, and why Deadpool likes to die so many times. Today, we're looking for the answers. If you enjoy our philosophical angle on fictional characters, subscribe to our channel and give us a thumbs up.
I'm about to do something terrible.
Deadpool obviously stands out from other comic characters. He's one of a kind, and he's opposed to a plethora of high and mighty superheroes standing guard over justice in tights and capes. Deadpool also wears tights, but as he says himself, there's a first time for everything. Today, we're going to unravel what makes this character special, and why a lot of people adore him, and why his enemies are terrified. Deadpool is an anti-hero, which inherently means that he's devoid of the classic hero's attributes. He's not anything like Captain America or Spider-Man. His approach is far from humane, he's extravagant, and doesn't seem to care about the victims of his daring do. But how on earth did he become an attractive villain? Initially, Deadpool was an assassin by the name of Wade Wilson, which makes it clear that he hadn't been a paragon of morality even before he was diagnosed with cancer.
You're clowning. You're not clowning. I sense clowns.
That's when he decided to take part in an experiment that was supposed to cure him and make him a living weapon. But as the experiment went wrong, Wade underwent a host of changes. As his friend Jack Hammer put it, Wade,
"You look like an avocado. Had sex with an older, more disgusting avocado."
Yeah.
Even so, he gained the ability to regenerate. He can't die even if you cut him into the tiniest pieces. No wonder he treats death, his own or someone else's, in a matter-of-fact way.
Fourth wall break inside a fourth wall break. That's like 16 walls.
Unlike most of the characters who obey the writing hand of their creators, Deadpool is wayward. Although he wasn't conceived as an important character, he's become one. In the first movie, Deadpool hints that he got the role through the casting couch, but in truth, the movie came to fruition thanks to the audience. Perhaps Deadpool is appealing because of his proximity to the viewers. He's one of the few characters who talks to the audience and doesn't pretend to be alone. This is exactly what we know as the fourth wall. Both in movies and comics, Deadpool directly addresses the audience, being aware that he's a fictional character. The term the fourth wall was coined by the French philosopher Denis Diderot. The fourth wall is an abstract barrier between the real world and the artwork. Imagine a theater stage. There are two side walls and one at the back, and the imaginary fourth wall separates the stage from the rows of the chairs. Traditionally, the characters act and speak as if no one watches them. In the case of movies, the screen performs the function of the fourth wall. Deadpool says that more than once he's been crushed by the fourth wall, meaning that he's controlled by the comic book writers. Knowing that he's a puppet and his fans are puppeteers, Deadpool gets a chance to break the proverbial fourth wall and come face to face with the audience. That's what Deadpool is bent on, tearing off the masks and breaking the fourth wall along with the entire universe. This is his way to feel like he's got free will.
Well, no one's ever seen it. They keep a monster in the basement, right next to a huge steaming bowl of foreshadowing.
Deadpool has a feeling he's a character of Guy Debord's philosophy book, Society and the Spectacle. Debord believes that modern people are stripped of the right to have their life in their own hands. What they're allowed is to play the role imposed by society and dance to someone else's tune. Deadpool, however, has no intention to be part of the spectacle, willing to decide his own fate. If you're willing to look at modern society from an outsider's perspective, try our course, Philosophy, School, Names, and Ideas. Put this video on hold and click on the link in the description.
Well, guess what, Wolvie? I'm dying in this one too.
Deadpool's enemies should stay wary of him, as he's immortal. Throughout history, humans' attitude towards death has changed significantly. French medievalist Philippe Arié wrote about this. In the Middle Ages, death was commonplace, as war and epidemics were raging, and medicine was ineffective, to say the least. The unsentimental approach to death was later replaced by a fear of the Last Judgment, which undoubtedly turned death into a powerful fearmonger. As German philosopher Martin Heidegger wrote, "We cannot comprehend our own death. When we die, we cease to exist and therefore cannot realize what's happened." But Deadpool has some experience with dying. He seems to like it, every time he gets socked with trouble that finally kills him. Perhaps death gives meaning and value to human life as we're aware that our own life's journey has an end. But if your life's circle is infinite, what makes you carry on?
Love is a beautiful thing. When you find it, the whole world tastes like daffodil daydream.
Dying over and over again gives Deadpool hella experience. He's sure that if you keep doing something, you get better at it. So he keeps dying over again and learns to avoid this mortal experience. He learns the lessons and shares the wisdom. Here are some pieces of advice Deadpool gave to the Invisible Woman. Don't run with scissors. Don't spit into the wind. And never turn your back on a dead enemy. This is one more reason why we love Deadpool. He understands that the audience is tired of cliches. Scores of heroes and villains so full of themselves audaciously turn away from their fallen foes who always stab them in the back. Deadpool is more approachable. You're in the mood for dirty jokes? He's there for you. The world he lives in is intertextual, which means he knows the movies and actualities that we know. Just one more crack in the fourth wall. What's even more interesting, Deadpool is fully aware of what is going on in the Marvel Universe. While his fellow characters consider him insane and unpredictable because he thinks differently, Deadpool believes he's the only one who sees straight. His behavior is in tune with René Descartes' "I think, therefore I am." This famous quote means that a human being can doubt every single thing in the world, including the existence of the world itself. But the one thing we know for sure is that we exist. Otherwise, we wouldn't ask questions.
But we're X-Force!
No, we're not! X-Force is just a marketing tool designed by Fox executives to keep Josh Brolin employed.
Deadpool is right when he says the world in which he lives exists only in comic books and behind the TV screen. By expressing these ideas, he makes it clear that he's going to destroy the fictional universe. And, true to his word, he kills the characters and defeats the immortal in Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe. This is his way to stand up to the comics system. He knows its secret and is willing to give it away. Do you know why Wolverine can regenerate and where his mutation came from? It's rooted in his popularity. If fans want more stories, the authors will spawn them. This is how Wolverine and Deadpool come back to life again and again. By talking to the audience, Deadpool opens the characters' eyes to why they exist, because the audience asks for more stories. Marvel characters continue to live. Don't you think they are exploited by us, the viewers? While Marx believed that communism would put an end to exploitation, Deadpool has found another solution. He kills the exploited, and promises to get rid of the exploiters one day. Our life within society has many levels. If you don't settle for easy answers the societal system provides, you may be interested in our course, Philosophy, Schools, Names, and Ideas. The link is waiting for you in the box. Do you like Deadpool? Curious to see the third movie about him? Share with us in the comments.